Kimberly Walston, and welcome to Insider's Health TV, where we bring you the freshest happenings in the world of medicine with none of that quack propaganda. Today we'll be talking about the airline pilot that faked his credentials, as well as how working out in your 20s and early 30s will actually help your fitness level in your 40s. William Hammond seemed like the perfect pilot. Not only was he great at controlling his plane, he was also a noted cardiologist and charitable donor. He had 15 years of clinical experience as a licensed MD. The only problem? Aside from being a licensed pilot, the rest was all just built on a web of lies. It appears that Hammond only went to med school for a few years and then withdrew before graduating. And at 58 years old, having taught classes on surgery and lectured on cardiology, it turns out that he's been pulling one over on dozens of medical groups for thousands of dollars. If it wasn't for a simple check into his credentials, he may have never been found out. Okay, he's not exactly Leonardo DiCaprio in Catch Me If You Can, but the guy was well respected and even thought of as a pioneer for in-air patient safety. Turns out he's just smart enough to fudge his resume. Come on, everyone lies in their resume. I mean, I used to tell people I work for NASA. What, you don't believe that? No? Want to look good in your 40s? Well, it's time to start at 25. A new article published by the Northwestern University Feinberg School of Medicine shows that men and women that completed regular fitness routines during their 20s and 30s were often far more successful at staying fit and trim well into their 40s and beyond. The biggest demographic this affects is those men and women that are naturally skinny due to metabolism and don't feel the need to exercise. They may actually be setting themselves up for a beer gut and thunder thighs as they get older. But if you're 40 and have never worked out, should you just call it a loss? Absolutely not. It's never too late to start seeing a benefit, and you'll always be setting yourself up for a better future. The study also showed that 25 minutes of exercise per day was far more successful than 45 minutes of strenuous exercise once in a while. The best thing for you to do is always make some time for fitness. So go for a run, take up a dance class, or start gardening, whatever works for you. Then you can be the cougar that all the boys dream of. That's it for this edition of Insider's Health TV. I'm your host, Kimberly Walston, and remember, it's your health. We're just helping you think outside the box.